quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Look out! 390! SOS.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Five. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. 80 weapons. 47. Pick me up.
To throw is Lott. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones down.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
The Saints take over. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line. Here we go. Check pass. Showing it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Three yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Toss play, Kamara. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
45. Mike, 45.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 45 yards.
First down, Colts.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Luck gives this one off to Mack. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We got this. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Luck defers to Mack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on third down, Luck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 birds.
Running with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 45 the mark.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Colts take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the 30 on second down. Luck over the middle here. It's Hilton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And the Colts first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Come on.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Check 24, 11B.
On first down, Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Luck. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
53, Mike, 53. 56.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 48-yard line.
Set. Now the check 53 is mine. Rotate. Spell.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Locke. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's Locke. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
on 1st and 10. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Check the kick.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Luck able to get this one to Mack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Left to throw. Love. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Colts going on 4th. It's Love. And he's got his man Hilton. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Looking deep here for Ebert. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still good.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st down. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches do?
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A The shotgun snap for Luck. And some room to roam now. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Locke. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.